I might want to be polyamorous. I might want to join a third.
Understandably, I'm isolated. And through my isolation, I've been...
I don't feel anything.
About 1:45.
You know it's good, right? Jackson Pollock, right? The drip
Just another
man.
man. I know. Let me explain.
He wasn't afraid.
Okay.
Diogenes, he wasn't afraid.
He kept
Socrates.
When I heard he went to Anatolia, I was
They
down
come to a
hopeful
checkpoint
again.
one day, and the old man, he's waving his arms around, and the boy...
You might grow up and become actors, and move to America, or work in supermarkets, or even teach in schools.
Lying to myself that I'm okay.
It is fucking everywhere, okay?
Let me ask you a question about this brave new world. When you've killed all the bad guys, and it's all just and perfect and fair, and you finally have things exactly the way you want it, what do you do with the people like you? The troublemakers. How do you protect your glorious revolution from the next one? Because maybe you will win, but nobody wins for long. The circle just keeps turning, so come on then. Break the cycle. Because it's not a game. This is a scale model of war. Every war ever fought right there in front of you. Because it's always the same when you fire that first shot. No matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die. You don't know whose children are going to scream and burn. How many hearts will be broken, how many lives shattered, how much blood will spill until everybody does what they were all going to do from the start. Sit down and talk. Listen to me, listen. I just want you to think. Do you know what thinking is? It's just a fancy word for changing your mind.
Babies. Babies discarded with fish bones and eggshells. Girls just the age of 12. Pierced, punctured by old men, rotted upon like animals. Beggars and thieves left to run the streets, and astride the stinking pile of wounds and flesh, your masters. The fucking Peaky Blinders. A vicious, merciless gang who blind those who see and take the tongues of those who talk. You are worse than them. Those of you who tip your hat to them in the streets, those of you who've taken their bribes since the war, those who look the other way, you are worse than them. They feed on the pus of this corruption like maggots in a corpse. And like maggots, they'll swarm like flies and spread their rotten philosophy across the country and across the world. Shame on you for soiling your uniforms.
My name is Hazel Grace Lancaster, and Augustus Waters was the star-crossed love of my life. Ours was an epic love story, and like all great love stories, ours will die with us, as it should. But I can't talk about that. So I'm going to talk about maths. I am not a mathematician, but I do know this. There are infinite numbers between 0 and 1. There's 0.1, 0.12, 0.112, and an infinite collection of others. Then there's an even bigger infinite collection between 0 and 2, or 0 and a million. Some infinities are just bigger than other infinities. I want more days than I'm likely to get. And God, do I want more days than Augustus Waters got. My God. I am so grateful for our little infinity. I wouldn't change it for the world, and I am eternally grateful for it.
Before today, you thought I was a virgin. And now I'm what? The neighbourhood bicycle? Why do you get to be a stud if you bang me, but I'm an easy fuck oven if I have sex with anyone else? You want a sweetheart, a girly friend, a blow-up doll who would do the things you tell her to. Well, guess what, Wheeler? I might want to be polyamorous. I might want to join a Thurple or be Demi or Gyne. The dusty old names like virgin and slut were made by men to put women in Barbie doll packaging with easy-to-read labels. Well, I'm no queen. Not a queen, or a slag, or the saint that everyone thinks I am on social media. I'm a kid. I don't even know who I am.
Slaves. You are nothing more than slaves, owned by a company that would turn boys into dead men in pursuit of profits. They don't even see you as humans. You call us the merciless savages, and we fight with the dregs and the despised. This is your worth. You are prostitutes for fur. But this is our land, and you whores don't belong here. So leave. Go home. Or fight with us if you dogs want any hope of making a life for yourselves. I'm already dead. This is my resurrection.
Okay, so I've done something that I'm having a little bit of trouble with. I kissed another man. I know. Let me explain. Okay, so me and the new intern have kind of, sort of, been seeing each other recently, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, so the other day, he came up behind me at the photocopy machine and suddenly put his hands on my hips and started, kissing my neck. At first, I froze like a statue. But then I stopped him immediately because, didn't want anyone to see us. So I told him to meet me in the back room at 2 o'clock. And then we went at it for about 15 minutes. Nothing too crazy though. Just, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nothing too crazy.
I'm underwhelmed. Nothing impresses me or excites me. I'm amazed by nothing. I'm numb to this world and everything in it. I go through life with this one face that doesn't move. I never smile, cry, laugh, frown. I'm a hollow vessel. My thoughts are empty. Yeah. My friend tells me that I should seek adventure. I tell my friend that there is nothing adventurous. I work in the mail department. I do the mail. Meet all kinds of personalities, and I'm immune to the happy people, the stressed people, and idiot people. Nothing reaches me, and I reach nothing. Existence is only breathing. silently.
No. You know it's true. Or else why are we still here? In the same shitty flat, looking at the same photo. Lying to myself that I'm okay. I never thought of it drive me crazy. Even though she fucking drove away. I go out nearly every night and waste my money. Just so I can feel happy for a few fucking hours. Just so I don't have to think. Use those weights. Get in shape. I could stop going out and taking so much shit. I could talk to that girl from work. But that's the thing, isn't it? I could move on.
You know Scott, right? Jackson Pollock, right? The drip painter. Okay, he let his mind go blank. Let his hand do whatever it wanted. Not deliberate, not random, somewhere in between. They called it automatic art. Okay, let's do this like Star Trek. I'm Kirk and your head's the warp drive. Engage intellect. What if Pollock had reversed the challenge? What if instead of making art without thinking about it, he said, you know what? I can't paint anything unless I know exactly why I'm doing. What would have happened? Exactly. He never would have made a single mark. The challenge is not to act automatically. It's to find an action that is not automatic. From talking, to painting, to breathing, to fucking, to falling in love.
I can't believe he's just said that to me. I am insulted. He has insulted me, George. I'm supposed to be the adult here, and you just stood there. Do you know I warned her? I said, don't go near the Germans. But do you think she listened to me? I didn't like him from the start. I know you told me to try. But I'm sorry, that's just the way my mother brought me up. She said, Seren, don't go for the Germans. They're controlling and they're jealous. I respected her, so I listened to her. And if she said to me, Seren, go and jump in front of that train, well, I would. I trusted her, so I would. But her, on the other hand, she doesn't listen to a single thing anyone tells her. She doesn't care about anyone but herself. But I'm through with it. And you should be too.
I think that lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, mornings aren't always that great either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would even miss me if I never got out of bed. And there's nighttime too. Laying there, thinking about all those stupid things I did in the day. All those hours in between, where I do those stupid things. I suppose lunchtime is amongst the worst times of day for me. Well, like, better see what I got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychologists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And if you're really lonely, the peanut butter gets stuck to the roof of your mouth.
Nice necklace. She will love it. The day after he got married, when I heard he went to Natalia, I was down hopeful again. I said, he has left that girl and come back to me. I see now that I was wrong. it was me that you left. When did you leave me, Sid? The time you and your father offended each other? The time you lost your family with me in your arms? The time they didn't give their blessings to you? When? In spite of everything, when I didn't leave and sacrificed my pride for you. But you were always the one leaving. I'm tired, Sid. I'm tired of you. But I never gave up on loving you. What about you? Do you still love me?
I wouldn't call it fear. This old mother and the boy, they come to the checkpoint one day, and the old man, he's waving his arms around, and the boy, he's smiling, kind of mad-like, pushing a wheelbarrow. And inside the wheelbarrow, there's a woman. Boy's mother, by all accounts. And I notice she's missing a leg, probably blown off by an ID or a mine or something. So I go to do the right thing. Must have seen me coming, eh? Because as I approach, I notice the boy, he starts pulling something, a bit of string or something. And inside the wheelbarrow, there's explosives. Well, something must have gone wrong because it started to smoke. And the smell. The poor woman had shot herself. I just sent the mully, he pulls out a pistol, but I'm quick. Now, he knows he's a gunner. He knows my S8 is going to drop him. But I couldn't. His eyes. He was just stood there like Jesus or Saint or something. Like the fucking idiot was accepting it, his own death. I was 15 seconds into Mara's newspaper. And it was glorious. Except the unholy stench, of course. Oh, the old Mallory clears his throat, says something to the boy, and they just walk away. I still, to this day, cannot explain.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I could jog to Texas and back, but my daughter can't. She never could. Oh God. I'm so mad because I want to know why. Why is my Shelby's life over? Lord, please help me to understand. Why didn't I go first? I was ready to go first. I can't take this. I can't take this.
You're firing me. Why? You know what? When Mr. Parker hired me, you said that I wasn't qualified enough for this job. But my accounts have never been off, not once. And then you said I wasn't going to be reliable. Well, I haven't missed one single day of work. And then you said my clothes were inappropriate. I see the way women like you look at me. The way I dress. You think you know who I am, but you don't. You have no idea. And for that, you absolutely suck. Have a nice day.
Please don't go. Please. Stop! Please don't go. No one's ever stuck with me for so long before. And with you,
I remember things. Look, P. Sherman, 42. 42. It's there. I can feel it. And I look at you and I can feel it. And I look at you and I'm home. Please don't go away. I don't want to forget.
Do you know what happens to children when they grow up? No? You don't? Because nobody knows. They might grow up and become actors, and move to America, or work in supermarkets, or even teach in schools. They might almost do anything. But with you, we do know. None of you'll move to America. None of you'll work in supermarkets. None of you'll do anything except live out the life that has already been set out for you. You'll become adults, but only briefly. And before you are old, or even middle-aged, you'll start to donate your vital organs. That's what you were created for. And around the time of your 4th and 5th donation, your short life will be complete. It's the only way to live decent lives.
Yeah, no, you're right. I have to toughen up. I am sorry that I am so depressed all the time. I didn't mean to ruin your day. But you think it's all my fault? Do you think it's all in my head? Or because we all get like this sometimes. We all get blue. But I get so blue all the time. I get so blue, I'm purple.
There's something you need to understand about me. I'm isolated. And through my isolation, I've been compensated with learning, collecting information, absorbing knowledge. That is how I can tell you all the ways that you failed and what it is you're trying to do. So please, just sit. I don't mean to trade monologues, but do you know what happens in solitary confinement? Sensory deprivation. Social skills nullify. They have to move their beds against the walls just so that they can feel something. You say isolation builds. I say it amplifies. It makes you think of all the things you don't want to think about. So my question is, how do you fight those feelings?
Oh, is this funny to you? Is this hilarious? Oh, brilliant. Don't touch me. I don't understand why you're touching me. Just move up the bench and just leave me alone because you just keep coming in. You're really starting to piss me off. So you know me really well, do you? You know me really well. Mate, even I don't know what's going on up there, so if I don't fucking know, how do you fucking know? So stop sitting there and saying that you know me because you don't, because I don't. So I tell you what, if I want to take something to get remotely rid of all of the shit I have got on my back, then just be a mate and let me do it, because that's what I do for you. Because I know what you're doing. You're being manipulative. Yeah, he's being manipulative. Fucking pulling on my heartstrings with your gran and how long you fucking know me. It's manipulative behaviour and it's not fucking fair, so just let me do it. Do you know what? This just shows how fucking stupid you are. Because I tell you what, if you were sat here with a bag, I tell you where I'd be. I'd be fucking long gone, mate. I would not be sat here pathetically crying like a little fucking girl, is what I would do. So you think you know me that well? You obviously fucking don't, do you?
I feel nothing. I don't feel anything. It's so boring. I wake up and I think, again, I have to do this again. I try to find ways of making myself feel something more and more and more, but it doesn't make any difference. No matter what I do, I don't feel anything. Nothing.
I dropped her off that night. About 1:45. I should have asked if she wanted to come over, or at least asked if she was alright. But she seemed normal. Not happy exactly, but like herself. I met her in freshman year. She was bitter and cynical, but really nice. I knew she had depression, but we had fun together. That night, we saw a play and then we went to a midnight movie. I was nodding off through the last half of it. I'd gotten up early that day to go for a run. I just keep wondering if there was something in the play or in the movie. Some reason or some trigger. Something I missed. She'd survived so much. Why that night?
I read Plato. I read him on a park bench down at the Bronx. Let me tell you something. Plato, he wasn't afraid. Diogenes, he wasn't afraid. Socrates, they weren't afraid of anything. They were men. Why are you the headmaster and I'm the student? I have to earn your respect, but you don't have to earn mine. What is that? It's you that wants the A before you even start, but when I say I want the same thing, I'm not right! I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna find my place in this world. Count on it. This school has been a miracle for me, but not because of you, because somebody, Mr. Hoffman, finally saw me! More than that, somebody, a grown person decided I could be good before I was good. And you want to throw me out of that? Well then you know what I say, I've never seen your God. And I don't want to.
Okay. Let's just say it is fucking everywhere, okay? The whole world is boring itself to death. I mean, everything's getting slower. The cars, the music, planets, particles of matter. Everything is just, it's just chilling out. The total chill out! Offended. Well, one day, the moon will crash onto the Earth. Write that somewhere. Because of gravity. Because the Earth sucks everything in and the moon is losing its momentum. That means that everything, literally, scientifically, sucks, okay? The universe sucks and disintegrates and becomes boring and cold and dead. Chill out. The total fucking chill out.
Are you alright, sir?
I wanted to tell you myself. I was blown to thousands of pieces just months ago. Oh, some of the guys and I getting really drunk off base. And when we came back, we just started tossing grenades around. Daring each other to do some crazy shit. Me, the craziest of them all, I took the pin and jammed the grenade down the front of my trousers. I blew my balls clear off. You had to see their faces. Similar to yours right now. What? They were stunned. Totally stunned. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you myself. You should hear it from your most perfect freaking son. Because that's what I am. Absolutely perfect. The best goddamn son ever to be invented by a mixed combination of your DNA. Enjoy the party.
Just hold there, everybody. Just step in. Turn around, face everybody. How do you feel about your son now?
I think we can all excuse this. I mean,
Dad, how do you feel about your son now?
He's no son of mine.
How do you feel about him now? You all know, right? How do you feel about him? Anybody? Yeah? Yeah?
Needs help.
Needs help. Anybody else? How do you feel about him now?
Needs time.
Needs time. Now there, Mum and Dad. Give this man a big round of applause. Wolf, the one name I forget today, Wolf.
It's always on my clothes and my belt.
Yeah, nice one. So, I'm assuming then that you improvised that line, which you said you should have seen your faces, like all your faces now. Was that
Improvise the movement, not the line.
the line is in the script, is it?
Yeah, the line was, well, yeah, it's more directed at the
Like
two
your
parents,
faces
but-
now.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because I thought it wasn't in the original I had in the first one, but that's okay. Fantastic. Any thoughts on this? Yes, chuck 'em in.